Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I am doing yet another, reorganizing slash preparing my binder for a collection video. So I've actually done this type of video before with like my 17 collection when I was collecting more 17 members. And another collection that I started recently picking up, which I've announced like a million times, is chaeyoung from TWICE. I never really collected TWICE like super seriously or like any specific member, but now I switched over to collecting chaeyoung, who is my bias. So yeah, for today's video, I thought I would do a video where I would prepare my binder for like her photo cards, and then along with that I'm also going to store all the TWICE photo cards that I have with me so far. So you can see these are all the ones that I've been collecting from, like, these are mostly like trades. I bought like a couple of these cards, but a majority of these are trades from when I traded my other TWICE photo cards that I had. And so yeah, I actually did also end up buying more photo cards from Neokyo. So yeah, there's gonna be more, but this is what I have so far. So yeah, I'm super excited to prepare for my TWICE collection. So yeah, let's just get on with it. This video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. Yay, sponsorship come through. If y'all don't know what Skillshare is, it's basically an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious people like you and me. A lot of people always ask me about how to start a K-pop YouTube channel, whether it's about editing videos or making thumbnails or whatever, and Skillshare is definitely the perfect start to learn how to do all these things. There are literally so many classes about editing using different video editing programs and how to grow your channel, and not even just classes about YouTube. You can literally find classes about anything on there, like learning another language, for example, Korean, cooking, and just basically anything. So personally, I always have a lot of trouble using Procreate, which is an app that I use to make my thumbnails, and I love how there's literally so many different classes that I can take to help me use Procreate better and just to make more pop-in thumbnails, So as you guys can see here, I'm taking the ink illustration techniques in Procreate class by Liz Kohler Brown. Yeah, you can take as many classes as your heart desires, all for less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. But the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership. So yeah, definitely check the link in my description and start your free trial to Skillshare and just start learning, So yeah, thank you so much again for Skillshare for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to move the location of my TWICE chaeyoung photo cards, because as you can see, this is my current TWICE binder and it's like hella thick, and honestly, if I'm gonna collect chaeyoung, like, it's definitely not gonna be able to fit all in here. So I thought that I would move it to this binder, which is my old binder. Well, I guess chaeyoung isn't like a super old bias of mine, but like she is kind of. So yeah, that's why I decided to move it to here, because my top 3 ults used to live in here. So it's Stray Kids Hyunjin, NCT Mark, and Vernon from 17. But I did move Vernon into like its own 17 binder since I was collecting like multiple 17 members. So only 2 of my ults currently are in this binder. So I thought since it had a bunch of extra space and this one was kind of getting full, I would just move my chaeyoung collection to this binder. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing first. I guess I'll show you guys my current TWICE chaeyoung photo card collection. It's very sad because, again, I didn't really collect any specific member cards. So yeah, so first we do have, well, I used to have more OT9 sets. Like I had OT9 for these message cards and these message cards from What Is Love and Summer Nights, but obviously since I'm not collecting those, I just wanted to trade or sell those away. So not anymore, but I still kept these 2 because these are my favorite OT9 sets from TWICE. It's from Twiceagram, which is also one of my favorite albums from TWICE. I collected these a long time ago and I still want to keep them because I love these cards. You can see it has like the little Instagram like layout, which is so cute, and it's double-sided, and also these Polaroid photo cards are seriously the cutest, and I didn't want to let these 2 go. So I'm planning on keeping these 2 OT9 sets, but I am gonna take out chaeyoung because I'm gonna put chaeyoung in its own thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove those 2. So those are the 2 cards that I have, and then these are the chaeyoung photo cards, and that's it. Literally not even 2 complete pages of chaeyoung photo cards, which is honestly so sad. Like, yeah, this was my current chaeyoung collection before I started trading and all that. So now I have a bunch of these, and I'm like pretty like far into my chaeyoung collection actually. So you can see, of course, I have my template here because, you know, I needed to like organize my binder for it. So you can see a lot of it is missing because like I have a majority of these cards now. I recently went on Neokyo and bought a bunch of her older cards. I was a bit worried at first because I thought that like since Twice's older albums are like older, they would be harder to get like any other group. But the thing about Twice is that their albums were like never really out of print. Like even though they're quite old, like 4 to 5 years ago, they just never went out of print. JYP never stopped printing them, so these albums are always in print, so that's why the cards aren't too hard to find. So yeah, I was worried at first, but then like I went on Mercari Japan and they were going for like $3 to like $5, so I just bought basically all of her older cards except for this album. This is the Twice Coaster Lane 1 Christmas edition. I believe this was a limited edition album, so that's why like this is the only one that's out of print, so it's like the hardest to get. So I don't know if I'll get these anytime soon, but the rest of them, as you can see, I've done a lot of trading for her newer albums. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this year, it's one of my goals to finish her current album collection. So yeah, obviously Twice is gonna have a comeback, but yeah, this is my progress so far. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move my chaeyoung stuff from here into here. Okay, actually quick change of plans. I totally forgot I took out these Ultra Pro pages so that I could put in here. So I did like do the math and like organized it beforehand so that I took out the right amount of Ultra Pro pages. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in here. And really quickly, just now, I just made a divider for chaeyoung so that, you know, I could just put it in here. And yeah, there we go. That is where my chaeyoung collection is gonna be, and this binder is still pretty like okay, so thank god. But so like I said before I started filming this video, I did think of some ways of how I can organize chaeyoung's cards and stuff, and it was really difficult because like Twice has just like the most random amount of cards per album. Like nowadays it's been kind of consistent, like they have like 10 photo cards or something like that, but like you can see before there's like 2 or 3, and then there's like 11 cards. It's just like all over the place. So yeah, it took me a while for me to like think of a good way or like the best way I can organize it since I'm only collecting 1 member. So yeah, I guess I'll like kind of show you guys my plan. So it was pretty easy for like these albums from The Story Begins to Merry and Happy. So like in the beginning, they only had like 3 to 4 cards, so it was pretty easy. So I'm gonna do The Story Begins page 2, Twice Coaster Lane 1, and then the extra card will go here, and then Twice Coaster Lane 2, Signal, and then Twice-tagram, and then Merry and Happy. So those are pretty easy. But when it got to like What Is Love, like again, it was like 11 cards, 10 cards, like 5, like it was crazy. So it took me a while, but I finally like discovered a way that like I was satisfied with. So for What Is Love, there's 11 cards. So what I was planning on doing on like splitting it up was I'm just gonna do 6 and then 5. I'm gonna do 2, 2, 2, so that's 6, and then I'm gonna do 5 like this, so it's a total of 11. So that's for What Is Love. Same thing for Summer Nights. And then for Yes and Yes, there's technically 10 cards, but I'm not collecting this like hand card, so there's only 9, so that's obviously like a complete page. And then for the Year of Yes, I'm also gonna do that little like cross thingy, so that's 5. And then for Fancy You, it's 10, so I'm just gonna do 5 and then 5. Feel Special has 11 cards, so I'm gonna do the same like 6 and then 5. More and More has 9 cards, so it's just gonna be a complete page. And for Eyes Wide Open, there's 11 cards, including the little message card thingy. So I'm just gonna do the 6 and the 5. So yeah, most of it, there's 11 cards. So it's just the 6 and then the 5 formation. If you guys, you know, think that's weird, I completely understand. Like, I think it's weird too. It wasn't like my ideal way, but it was the best way that I can think of, where I can see like, you know, all the different eras and they're all together and stuff. I know people have their own ways of organizing things, but that's my way. So hopefully y'all accept that. So yeah, it's my collection anyways. So anyways, for the cards that I don't have, obviously I'm just gonna do what I usually do is I'm just gonna grab one of these and then, you know, put it on a post-it note like I did with this one. This was from 17, so basically the same idea. And then for the places that don't have a card, I'm just gonna put one of these white Ultra Pro sleeves, just put it in like a space filler. And then obviously if I have the card, I'm just gonna go ahead and store it. So, but anyways, I think the first thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna like write down the cards that I don't have with me on hand. So yeah, I'm gonna do like this right now in like a really quick time lapse so that it doesn't take up too much time. So yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and finished doing all of these. Hopefully I didn't miss any cards, but yeah, these are all the cards that I don't have yet. I've either bought them or in the process of trading, or I just don't have it yet. So yeah, there's that. And then I've also rearranged like all of the cards that I do have in like a particular order. So there's that. And then I just realized that there's this extra unit card that I had, which has chaeyoung in it. But I realized since this is just a unit card, I'm just gonna put this in my normal twice binder. So yeah, I don't really collect the unit cards. I just collect chaeyoung cards. So we can just go ahead and get started with putting things away. First, I have The Story Begins. Luckily for the older cards, their older albums, they didn't have that many photo cards. They had like 3. So, you know, obviously there's like 3 photo cards. So yeah, I actually did buy chaeyoung's entire The Story Begins set. I bought her both 2 baby cards, and then it also came with like a unit card from The Story Begins, but again, that's just a unit card, so I'm gonna put that in my normal twice binder. But yeah, so there's The Story Begins, and then page 2, I actually have all the cards now, so yay. I also like how these cards are huge, but like they fit perfectly in the 9 pocket pages, so yeah, love that. I wish I could keep the lenticular in its like folder thingy, but obviously it's too big. So there's that. And then for Twice Coaster Lane 1, I don't have the selfie card, but I did buy it for like ridiculously cheap too, so thank God. And then obviously I don't have the Christmas stuff because, you know, those are out of print and no one really wants to trade because I can't find the trade. So yeah, and I know like Twice Coaster Lane 1 bleeds into the next page, but luckily there's only 2 cards for Lane 2, so it fills up the row perfectly. It's still like Twice Coasters, so I thought it was perfect. And I did buy these 2 cards also for a pretty cheap price, so there's that. And then I don't have the signal cards. I did buy 2 of them, so they're on the way. I didn't buy the pose one, the one she's like this, so hopefully I do soon. But since there's 4 cards here, I decided to put it like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do have the hollow ones, so yeah, I actually was about to collect these hollow cards a really long time ago, but then I kind of gave up. So yeah, I just have a bunch of extra members, so I might just sell those, but we'll see. And then again, I'm just putting these white Ultra Pro sleeves to fill up the space nicely. So yeah, there's that. And then Twiceagram, again, the only one I'm missing is the selfie one. So yeah, I haven't bought it yet, but hopefully I get it soon. It shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, luckily I have these 2 already. And then for, oh shoot, I remember. Okay, so actually I'm gonna put it like this. So I kind of got inspiration from Ava. Their collection is so nice and they're so smart on like how to arrange things. So that's where I got the 5 card idea and also this idea. I'm putting it like this instead of like this is because I want the eras to be together, so you know, Twiceagram is like separate from Merry and Happy. So yeah, and I also did buy chaeyoung's Merry and Happy collection. I actually had to buy it 3 different times because I don't know, like I bought it the first time from Neokyo and then it got canceled because someone else bought it, and then so I bought another set, but that got canceled because someone took it. So I bought another set for Merry and Happy, but it does come with the album. So yeah, I don't need the album, but it was the only set I could find. So yeah, it didn't go through yet, so hopefully it doesn't get canceled again because then that'll suck. But yeah, I guess now I have to pay for more when it comes to shipping because, you know, it comes with the album, so it'll make the package heavier, which is why I didn't want to get it since it came with the album, but I had no other choice. So yeah, there's that. And then this was where it started to get complicated because again, like there's like 10 photo cards and it's like 9 pocket pages. But again, I'm just doing the 6 and then the 5, so it equals 11. I know it might not be the best way of organizing things, but you know what? It's the only way that I can do it, so. Okay, also when it came to like naming the cards that I was missing, like obviously these don't have like a specific like number or like they're not too distinguishable. They all have like red borders and stuff, so I can't just put red border. So I had to put like, you know, beret or bowl cut selfie because I couldn't really like distinguish it that well. So that was the best way I can do it. So yeah, if you see like a weird way of me like describing the photo card, that's why, okay? Oh shoot. Oh yeah, okay, so this goes here. I'm also following the order that's on the template. I know that's not the official order, but I just wanted to keep it in that order because I like it, so yeah. It's so satisfying how like all the cards are like red border, or like a majority of the cards are, so that's like kind of consistent, I guess. But at the same time, it would be kind of cool if all the cards had like a different theme. I mean, they started doing that for the newer albums, but the older ones, they're like pretty much all red border. So yeah. Okay, and then now we have the 5 arrangement. I'm gonna put the message card in the middle, and then I'm just gonna put, oh, I don't have any of the other What is Love cards, so I'm just gonna put these instead. Wondering why I didn't start collecting Twice cards like super seriously, like collecting one member, is because for the longest time, like basically, I mean, I've stanned Twice since debut actually. It's just I didn't collect their albums until I think Twice Coaster Lane 2. That was actually the first album that I ever bought in my life. So, but I didn't really have like a bias. It was really hard for me to choose one, so I just didn't really collect like one specific member. I mean, I kinda like traded some cards. Like sometimes I wanted like Momo cards or Sana cards. So like a long time ago, I did trade a bunch of like my Twice cards. But then I just stopped and then I just kept who I pulled. But yeah, honestly, I wish I worked on my chaeyoung collection earlier and I decided to collect her cards earlier so that, you know, like I can have a majority of her cards right now since, you know, Twice has a bunch of comebacks. So the older the album gets, the harder it is to trade. But luckily, again, like I said before, Twice's albums never really go out of print. I don't think they did except for the Christmas albums. So yeah, luckily it's like people are still buying their albums and wanting to trade cards. So thank God for that. That's why I'm able to like have all these cards, because a lot of people offer to trade with me, especially for their newer albums. Okay, so now I'm working on Yes or Yes, and I'm actually not going to collect the hand card. I actually did pull it. I remember pulling it when I first bought my Yes or Yes albums, but I think I like sold it or traded it away. So, oh shoot, this is not the right one. Oops, this goes here. But yeah, I remember having it, but then I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it is, so. Oh shoot, wait, actually, I think I still have it. I think, okay, so I bought like multiple copies of Yes or Yes when it first came out, and I think I had that card, but then I wanted to sell my extra copy of Yes or Yes, so I tried to like sell it with that extra card, but then I just never ended up selling it. So I think it's in my album at home. I think the hand card is in my album, like my extra copy in my house. Oh my god. I'm not home right now, so I can't check, but I think it's still in there. So if I do have the hand card of chaeyoung's, what should I do then? Because I wasn't planning on getting it since, you know, it's just like a hand card. So this is a complete 9-page, but if I do find a hand card, then I think I'm just gonna split it up again, like into 5 and 5, since there's 10 cards total. So oh my god, I can't believe I just remembered that right now. The fact that I might have that hand card. I don't know, I'm going home tomorrow anyways, so I guess we can double check then. But yeah, wow, okay. That's so funny how I just realized that right now. But anyways, now we have the year of yes. There's 5 cards for this, so I'm just gonna do the little like cross 5 arrangement. Okay, now we move on to Fancy You. There's 5 cards, so I'm just gonna do that 5, 5. I pretty much have all of her fancy cards. I think I'm just missing like 3 of them. Well, 2 of them I'm missing, and 1 of them, it's coming in a trade. So yeah, I guess I'm technically missing 2 cards now. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm pretty much done with her newer album collections, and most of them, like a majority of the cards, I did end up trading. So yeah, that was awesome. Like I didn't have to sell and then buy the cards. Love that. The card that I really want the most from Fancy though is the Ring Pop one, like the iconic Ring Pop set. I still don't have that one, so hopefully I'm able to find it. Again, Twice cards on Mercari Japan are like extremely cheap, like compared to other photo cards, you know? So thank God for that. Like even there's no like popular like Twice members really when it comes to photo card collecting. Usually, obviously, the more popular members are more expensive. Like that's just how capitalism in this world works. But for Twice, like even though there might be like more popular members like in real life or like just in general, when it comes to collecting, like all the Twice cards are like priced the same really. So thank God for that. So yeah, even if you wanted to collect Twice like right now, like for example me, I decided to collect chaeyoung cards literally at their latest album or their latest comeback for Eyes Wide Open. I still was able to get this many chaeyoung cards because, you know, Twice cards are not that hard to get. So yeah, if you want to start your Twice collection, this is your sign. But yeah, anyways, done with Fancy You. For Feel Special, there are 11 cards because there's that gold card. So I'm gonna do that 6 by 5 or 6 and 5. I pretty much have all of her Feel Special cards now. I just did a trade for like one of the cards I was missing, and then I'm literally missing 1 card left, which I think might be my favorite card. It's this one with the, is she holding like glasses or like film or something? I don't know, but I think that's my favorite card and I still don't have it, so hopefully I can find it. And then I guess I like to put the non-selfie card in the middle when it comes to these arrangements. So this time it's the gold card. So yay, there's that. And then we are at More and More. I'm literally missing 1 card for More and More, and it's this white border one. I think someone offered to trade it, so I guess I have to check that DM, I forgot. But this luckily has 9 cards, so it just fills up 1 page. Thank God. And also, if you're wondering about like other inclusions, like I know some other albums have like different inclusions and stuff. I'm just gonna focus on like her photo cards only, her album photo cards. So yeah, and also I'm just gonna focus on Korean photo cards. I know there's a bunch of Japanese releases, like Twice, like they're super popular in Japan, so obviously JYP has to milk that, but I'm not gonna focus on Japanese albums, just the Korean ones. There's already so many Korean cards, so yeah, but I think I really enjoyed my Twice collection journey so far. Like again, it's really easy to find her cards, and I'm like pretty much almost done with her collection. Oh my god, I forgot to put the white thingies here. But yeah, so once again, this is your sign to collect a member of Twice if you have been debating, because again, it's not that difficult. All right, and now we get into Eyes Wide Open, which I actually did finish. So yeah, luckily, again, I decided to collect chaeyoung during Eyes Wide Open. So, you know, when the album came out, I put all of them up for trade, and so I have her entire collection, yay, including the little like message card thingy. And since there's this message card thingy, I'm just gonna do 11 cards, so also, I'm not gonna do it in the order that's on the template because a lot of the cards, she's like wearing that suit outfit, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, she's wearing this outfit in a lot of the cards. Oh wait, I just realized these are 2 different outfits. But like, you know, I wanted to separate it by like office look and like the rest, like her other outfits, I guess. So yeah, that's the arrangement that I decided on, because I like having all the same outfits on 1 page since it looks more satisfying. And then obviously I need to take this out of the envelope. Dun, 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 dun. This doesn't fit in a sleeve, so I'm just gonna put it in. Should I put it in like this? I guess. Yay. So it's so annoying how it like pops up in the middle a little bit, like on the top, but what can you do, you know? Literally, why couldn't they just make this a normal size? I mean, thankfully this does fit in the 9 pockets, so yeah, thank God. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I finally went around and did this. I've been planning this video for like the longest time, y'all. Like I planned this in like November, but since my upload schedule was like full, I just decided to do this like next year. So yeah, but that's all the chaeyoung cards. I think I'm just gonna leave like all the bigger inclusions because obviously again there's like more inclusions in Twice albums that are like member specific, but I didn't want to make this binder too thick, so I'm just gonna stick to just photo cards here. So yeah, before I show you guys what this looks like, I'm just gonna go ahead and give my Twice binder a little makeover because it very much needs one. There's like a bunch of like pages with like missing gaps and stuff. So yeah, it's very messy. And also, again, I want to replace all these Walmart cheap ass binder pages into like Ultra Pro ones. So like these ones. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and do that. And also I'm gonna put them in era order. I forgot to mention that, but I want to do that. Oh my god, I forgot I had these extra cards that someone gifted me. No, I wanted these in era order. You know what? I'll just get back to you guys since I'm basically done when I'm completely finished. All right, we're back. I finally finished like reorganizing everything. So everything in here is now in era order and yada yada, and everything's in Ultra Pro sleeves now. I mean pages, so it's a lot nicer. So I guess I'll show like a little quick flip through of like this part. So yeah, if you guys are wondering why there's like a white gap here, like I said earlier, I bought like a chaeyoung The Story Begins set, and it's coming with an extra unit card, which I'm gonna put right here. So yeah, this is basically like my remainder or like extra Twice like photo cards that I have that aren't chaeyoung. So yeah, most of these I might put up for sale though, like not like these or this card, like not specific cards, but just whatever I feel like selling or that I don't need, I'll just put it up for trade or sale on my, you know, Instagram, my trade sale Instagram. So I guess you can check that out if you guys see any Twice cards you might want to get and that I put up. Yeah, but this is my extra Twice like photo card collection. So yeah, there's just a bunch of extra cards again because Twice, like each album comes with like 5 cards nowadays. So like even if you buy like 2 or 3 albums, like all the versions, you'll have a bunch of extra cards. So yeah, and then for the pre-order benefit cards, I just left them in these like Walmart sleeves since they're just pre-order cards. I don't want to replace all of these with Ultra Pro sleeves because that's going to be too much. So yeah, I just left that like that. But That was the TWICE part. And now I'm gonna quickly show you guys my chaeyoung updated collection. So if we go to my chaeyoung part right here, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to like get all the new cards that I bought or traded for as well, so I can like fill up these empty spots. But it looks so stinking nice and organized. I love it, especially with the Ultra Pro sleeves. Again, obviously if you get the Walmart's like pages, then you know, you do you. That's your collection and your decision. I did that at first, but I instantly regretted it, and now I hate those pages. So the Ultra Pro pages just look so much nicer, and they're like way higher quality, so that's why I invested in it. But anyways, yeah, and this is like the pretty much the only collection that's complete right now. But the Eyes Wide Open one, and then yeah, so that was the entire video. So yeah, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys stuck to the end of this video, thank you so much. You a real one. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more videos like this, and yeah, also this video is sponsored by Skillshare, so yeah, thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.